have the rolling stone block, and it's also 12 inches. Here's the diagram. There are half square triangles in this square and a square unit, and rectangles and squares. It's a fairly easy block to cut out. And I like the design it gives when you put 4 or more together, when you set them block to block. And you can do all kinds of different colorations on here, and I think it's a really nice block. Up here we're going to cut the half square triangles for the square and a square, which is these here. Then here are the rectangles that go right here, the square that goes in the center, and then the square and a square little squares that are on point. Square on point is what AccuQuilt calls them. And this, you can use your 8-inch cube and to cut all of these. We'll make the square and a square units first, then we'll do the little rail units. I call it like a rail fence, 2 rectangles sewn together. Then we'll put the block together. Here are the patches, the triangles, the rectangles, and the 2 sizes of squares. Now let's put them together. When I sew these square and a square units, I put triangles on opposite sides first. Then I press them open, the seams open, and then cut these little nubs off. I just use a scissors and cut it. Cut those nubs off of both sides. Then you'll put your other opposite sides on. When I put these triangles on, I'll fold it in half and then just press it in the center. So I find the center of this part and then find the center of the square. So fold this in half and do a little press there and then match them like this. This little V here, or 90-degree intersection, your seam line should start right there at that V point, and that should be 1/4 of an inch, and then all the way down, and this should be 1/4 of an inch, or as close as you can get. Sometimes it's hard to get close with these triangles, but whatever you do, don't try to stretch this triangle out to make it fit on here, because if you do that, then this middle part will bunch up like this. And then I sew these opposite sides on the same way, and then press those open, and then you'll get your little nubs like this. So cut those nubs off, and then you'll have your little square and a square unit.